What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the video blog one more time. Hoxton Trent gang. Right, super quick video on this one. I'm actually going to Amsterdam over the Christmas, so it's going to be my last video that I'm producing. So yeah, today I'm going to be showing you the Gucci jacket. I got a Gucci in from Matches Fashion. Now, it's just that I kind of wanted to have a look at it in more detail. I haven't really had too many Gucci jackets. I don't think I've had any Gucci jackets. When I think about what I've had from Gucci, what have I had? I think I've had a wallet maybe. I'm sure I had one of these kind of like bum bags or something like back in the day. That's about it. I haven't really had anything, apart from the TK Maxx bag as well. So let's have a look at some Gucci. 1,700, some silly cheese like that. We're gonna have a look at it in more detail. We're gonna see if it's worth the money. Is Gucci worth it? We're gonna find out, yeah? All right, Pete. Let me just sort this thing out, man. 2 seconds. Okay guys, let's get right into this drop. Now, I believe it was 1,700, something like that, which is a lot of money, man. So to be honest with you, I'm expecting a lot from this jacket for that type of money. I'm expecting it to be a little bit technical. I'm expecting to see a lot more detail. I mean, £1,700. Jeez. I'm just saying, if you're gonna charge that much, then better have something about your product which is going to be living up to that price tag, okay? So anyway, this is it, man. This is the Gucci GG long parka coat. Gucci is quite a select brand, as you guys know. There's not a lot of places that sell Gucci. So you know, if a retailer is selling Gucci, they must be pretty high up on the profile list, because Gucci will kind of be very selective about who sells their brands and what other brands you're selling on your retailer site before they're going to give you an account to start selling Gucci, okay? I think Selfridges have it on their site, Harrods have it on their site. All these kind of really high-end retailers will have Gucci, okay? Now, the other day I showed you the fake versus real Gucci shirt, so I'm really happy to see that we got the Gucci patch label that you can see right there. And remember, as what I told you from the previous video, is that if you look at this Gucci patch, you will see lines going down. You will not see lines going across this patch right here. Also, if you look at the red stitching, you can see that it's going across, it's not going diagonal, okay? Now, Gucci tags tend to run a little bit long, like the ones that you can see right here. Unfortunately, Gucci are not using any type of official authentication system, so there's no Certi logo or anything like that, which is really disappointing. Now, we've got the size EU 52, which I believe is a large, so this is fitting around a 43 inch chest. Now, I must say, it is probably true to size. I mean, I'm usually a medium to large. This was just very slightly big for me, so maybe it's more like a 42. I'm probably like a 41 chest, something like that. A little bit big on me. They're using Gucci zips there, and I'm looking at the track. I mean, the zips just seem okay. It doesn't seem anything too special. Would have loved to have seen a dedicated manufacturer on these zips, like YKK or Riri or Lampo or something. The other thing that I'll kind of notice is that on the studs, and you guys know from my older videos, I can really be pernickety about this stuff, but there's no like Gucci engraved on this little popper stud, and you don't see anything. It's quite plain. Now, the reason why I kind of go on about these kind of popper studs is because when it comes to counterfeiters, the more detail that Gucci are putting on their items, or that any retailer, any brand is putting on their items, the harder it is for counterfeit. I mean, look, you've got the money to do it. It's a £1,700 jacket, so the most detail you put on there, then the harder it is for counterfeiters, because counterfeiters don't want to waste time making copies of this, making copies of that, making copies of the popper stud. The more difficult you make it for them, the easier it is it's going to be for people to spot fakes. Now, the jacket is it is down insulated, but I must say it doesn't feel like overly puffy, man. I kind of wish that this had a little bit more puff to it. I just felt, for me, it was a little bit flat. Also, I noticed that they've got this quick release Velcro on the arm. To be honest with you, when I see things like this, I feel like it's a little bit cheap. I'm not gonna lie, man. Yes, I've seen this on like Burgos. I've seen doing this. I've even seen Moncler do this on some of their items. But even when Moncler do it, this part is like a nice kind of rubber material. But this one, I don't know, man. I feel it's a bit lazy, to be honest with you. Now, if I put my hands in the pockets here, like, you know, when I had the Novus jacket, it had like a fleece lining in there. If your hands are cold or if they're a little bit wet, you put your hands in the pocket, it kind of dries it and keeps it warm. Gucci do not have anything here. I just feel like you could have spent a bit more time and maybe put some detail inside the pocket, you know, some more functionality. So for me, that's a little bit disappointing. We've got the GG monogram print, which people are absolutely loving. I don't know what it is, but for me personally, when I look at this jacket, oh man, I don't feel like I'm looking at a £1,700 jacket. I wish I had my Canada Goose expedition jacket in camo, but I kind of sold that. And when I look at that jacket compared to this one, the Canada Goose annihilates this jacket hands down, man. Like, seriously, the more I look at this jacket, the more I get a bit disappointed by it, because I just think it's really lazy, man. It's very, very overpriced. No detail on the studs there. Again, it's not really a big deal. At least they're going to catch it off with a bit of silver or a bit of metal at the bottom there, which is not too bad. Look at this thread here. I just saw some thread. Look at that. I just saw this thread just come. Look at that thread there. I just saw some thread come off. It's just, that's lazy, man. When I think about the material, I mean, let's look at the material. Let's see exactly what this is made of. 100% polyamide, so basically, you know, similar to the Moncler jacket. So, you know, it's a polyamide jacket, man. It would have been nice if there was, like, I don't know, some rubber or leather or, man, I don't know. But guys, I'm disappointed with this one, man, to be honest with you. I'm just looking at it. I thought I'd get it in. It kind of looks alright on the Matches fashion. I was never going to buy this anyway for £1,700 for a jacket is ridiculous, but I did kind of want to cover it to kind of show it to you guys. I don't mind spending the money, but if I'm going to spend that amount, then I need to be happy with the quality. I need to be convinced that, okay, well, at least it's got this. And if it's just, I feel sometimes these brands, they just build up such a big hype around themselves and then they get a bit excited because obviously Gucci's got a very, you know, it's a huge brand all across the world. So they've built up a big following and a big name, but then sometimes it just gets to the point where they just release silly little products. I mean, this looks like it could be a Uniqlo jacket. If I just cover that, I'm just struggling to feel why this jacket is special. I just feel like some of these brands just whip out a number of the air and just put it on the garment without even actually thinking about the garment itself. 1,700? You're having a bubble, mate. So yeah, so that's it, to be honest with you. That's my thoughts. I can't lie, I can't pretend just because it's Gucci. I mean, I was never really a huge fan of Gucci. I have seen some of their stuff and I do like it. Like, I've seen the Angry Cat hoodie and I've seen a couple of jumpers and I'm like, you know what, I like it, man. Even some of the prints I do like, but when I look at the price tag, I just think, I'm good. That's it for the Gucci jacket review. This is going to be going back to Matches fashion. I'm not going to be keeping this. I'm not going to be holding on to it, okay? I'm going to catch you lot in a bit. Peace out.